Hi, my name is Angel. I'm HMIS Operations Manager, and I was using WordPress and transitioned to Wix. And for more reviews like this, click below. We use WordPress mainly for business and in the nonprofit sector because it is free. We needed to be able to have 3 different websites that show different areas of our organization. And so it made it so that it was very easy to set up and easy to use and to maintain without a lot of cost. And then we were able to add multiple users. And so WordPress really worked for that type of situation. With Wix, to be able to have a little bit easier functionality and connection with other business apps, we wanted to use Wix so that it was a little more flexible and a little easier for individual users to learn how to use without a steep learning curve and without too many options that might overpower the user. And so we found that using Wix allowed us to do some of those connections to e-commerce a little more simple than WordPress allowed us to do. Wix is best for ease of use. Wix uses a what you see is what you get type of system. So Wix has very clear and functional themes, very clear drag and drop features, very intuitive buttons and options that you can choose from that you can set up within minutes. It has quite a few themes that you can choose from, and it has a lot of flexibility and security features that are already built into their system. And so you don't have to customize it too much. You can start with what you already have and really grow from there. And so it was very flexible for us to start Wix without having a entire learning session around how it was going to be done, worrying about any coding or programming or users not understanding. It's very, very what you see is what you get. And in those tough moments when we have to get a lot of work done, that type of platform is most friendly. WordPress is great for being able to create a customized website that allows you to add on additional features over time or at the initial starting of your website. WordPress does have a lot of different themes that you can choose from. The majority of them are free. WordPress also has open source so that there are a lot of users that have created themes that you could purchase from them if you find something that is more usable. WordPress also allows for you to do a lot more heavy customization, a lot of coding. You can style your sheets and your web pages a certain way across the board. It does allow you to have more functionality as a website developer. And it does have quite a few more features that it allows you to connect to, whether it be through an API or a plugin, aka app. WordPress does come with a lot of capability to expand and to be able to bridge over into other software spaces with WordPress connection. When you're trying to get started, if you're using WordPress, you want to really look through the different themes that they have available, evaluate your cost. What type of funding are you willing to spend for the service? If you're looking to just start and not have to spend a lot of money and just start with the basics, you can do that in WordPress. WordPress allows you to start small and grow big. It does have some built-in features already, and it does have a lot of features involved. So you could get really into the weeds with WordPress. But if you're looking for something that is very quick and you don't have time to invest and you really want to just have something to showcase to the public or showcase for business, then Wix is where you would probably look to, because Wix is very, very intuitive. It is all right there on the screen for you. It is very simple, drag and drop. They do not have as many options as WordPress, which in some cases is valuable because you don't want to go too far. But when you're starting out, you just have to consider who it is that is going to be the person that is going to be building the website. Do they have the time to invest into the additional options that WordPress has to offer? Or do you want to just get started and maybe another person has to run the software once you get it created? Those are the types of things that you want to think about when you start with either WordPress or Wix. WordPress is going to be a little bit more involved. Wix is just what you see is what you get. And if the company grows, then things may grow, but you're basically starting off with a level foundation. When looking at softwares, one of the first things that I would consider between WordPress and Wix is the cost. When you are looking at WordPress, WordPress is a free system. WordPress does not come with hosting, which is very important. Where are you going to actually host this information? Where are your files going to be stored? WordPress also does not come with a domain. So you will have to consider purchasing side hosting. You will also have to consider purchasing a domain, which you'll be able to use flexibly with WordPress once you do that, but those are considerations. They do have a lot of themes and plugins available. The majority of them are free, but there are a few of them that would cost a little bit more. And if you're trying to connect to additional software, there may be costs involved to use an API with an additional software. When it comes to Wix, Wix is also a cost consideration because Wix is pretty heavy cost initially, and as they involve a lot of things into their packages. They have multiple tiers of payment and pricing, so you're not going to get the level of flexibility if you're just paying for a basic package. Wix also does have a free version, but Wix's free version includes their domain, so you are going to have their domain attached, their name attached to your domain, which normally for business is not something that you would want. Their hosting is free, but their hosting is also limited. So the amount of storage that you have is limited in Wix, unlimited in WordPress. Another feature that's surrounding the cost is the different things that are open up according to your payment. So if you're looking to do e-commerce and you're worried about costs, you definitely need to think about that because WordPress has some things that are already included that are free that will allow you to do e-commerce. Wix does not. Wix has different packages, one for business and personal, or for business and the other for personal. And so the ones that are for business have e-commerce included in them. The ones for personal do not. So you end up paying more over time using Wix to get to a free and more easy solution, but the cost variance is very different with the two packages.